Hi, I'm Cody Richardson, aka Koko Ricky, and I'm here with RJM of Montoya Media. We are partnering to do some projects together, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I like to edit and shoot video. He's also a filmmaker who's shooting and editing a lot of stuff. So we're going to combine our skill sets and hopefully make some great art together. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man.
Oh, look, someone's looking at you in the window.
That's Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, he's a funny one. So real quick, what's up, guys? I'm here with my partner in crime and Cody Richardson. We'll drop the links down here in the comments. So we're tag teaming, working a couple documentaries here in this upcoming year. So make sure you check him out. Very talented musician also. I brought my daughter along so she can see what I do all day long. It's very creative, and she's actually an actress. She's been acting for quite some time, years, since she was about 5 years old. But back to Cody here. He's describing his workflow.
Reddit and YouTube are probably my go-to search terms for pretty much any technical issue I have. Sometimes I call my brother-in-law because he's like a tech guy. He actually got this computer kind of custom ordered for me. It's usually like gaming oriented,
Yes.
but my needs were very similar because if you're doing video editing and graphic design, you basically need the same kind of PC. You need a very, very powerful GPU, really fast
Right.
clock speed, lots of RAM. So he helped me custom order this to get as good of a computer as we pretty much could get around 2019 or so. And it's getting a little slow now because it doesn't handle 4K editing too great, and I want to get a better GPU for it. They're really expensive, and crypto mining is like this weird new market where people are really taking advantage of
Servers.
servers by just basically harnessing their GPUs to help mine bitcoins and stuff. So
Yeah, I was reading online that they found I guess a Bitcoin server illegal farm, and it had all these servers, and they were stealing power from like a power plant so that they could
that's weird.
run their business. Yeah, it was like in Sweden or somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, because of stuff like that, GPUs are very expensive, and a lot of them are not even available because people are buying them up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do right now, other than just basically wait until the market calms down a bit, and I can get a more affordable GPU, and then hopefully, and I'm trying to remember what that is right now. Yeah, under settings and system. Yeah, so it's an AMD Ryzen Threadripper. Okay, so it's got 16 cores.
Sweet.
I thought that's what it was. I just didn't want to say because I wasn't sure. Got 32 gigs of RAM, 3.7 gigahertz clock speed, so it's pretty good. But unfortunately, like I said, it does get kind of slow with heavy video editing. Like, it runs new games pretty well, but the main thing is really to be able to do really fast work on here, and for the most part that is start getting really heavy with After Effects or Premiere, which is going to be the most intensive stuff.
Yeah.
It does start to slow down, but I haven't really had much of an issue on here.
Independent films, HD, it would handle 1080p like
Yeah,
champ,
it,
right?
it goes really well with that. Like
Okay.
almost everything I shoot and edit is HD, so it's really well suited to that. But I want to move on to 4K and have everything 4K.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about the film that I'm interested in collaborating with
Yeah.
you. So it's kind of a working title, but it's not. Because originally the name of the title was called Honor Expedition, and it's basically revolved around veterans and mental health awareness and nonprofits. So me and a buddy and his wife, we took like this, I don't even know, it was like a 8 or 9 state trip where we stopped at different nonprofits and kind of spoke to them to kind of get an idea, an insight on exactly how they help based on their organization and their charities and so forth. So the trip is revolved around ENG type interviews between me, his wife, himself, and the owners of the nonprofits. And you know, my buddy's a combat vet, so am I. So we had, you know, a lot of experiences that we expressed in the film, and we just never got a chance to finish it because, you know, life happens. My buddy graduated from Harvard, moved to Washington, bought a new house. You know, obviously I live down here, and I really want to finish it because I think it's just one of those films that got left in the back burner. So it's all done. I just need it to get put together, build an intro, maybe put a couple graphics in between, like while we're traveling the map, like, hey, now we're in Utah or something like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I thought you'd be the perfect candidate for it because, one, you love editing, two, you're great with graphics, and I can tell you're kind of like me. You're very meticulous about your craft, and I need someone that can see this and take it for what it is and build something. And of course, in every documentary, you can have an idea for a film when you're shooting it, but then when you go to the editing, you could create 6 different versions of that film. So I want you.
Oh, I see.
You understand what I'm saying?
Heavily controlling things and being like overly particular because I'm a pretty easygoing person that just tries to, I don't know, go with the flow and go with what tools are available and stuff. But when it comes to my art, I do tend to get a bit more perfectionist because
Right.
I want to make sure the art is as professional and as slick as I can make it. And I'm the type of person who, if I'm video editing, you know, I'm going to notice if one frame is weird. You know,
Right.
I'm going to notice if the audio levels are dropping or raising, or if, you know, there's a change in the room ambience or something like that. Like,
Right.
like I pick up, like if I'm watching TV or watching movies, despite the fact that I can just sit there and enjoy it, watching it,
Mhm.
I'm thinking the whole time about how it's put together and about how it's edited and
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, for sure.
and you know, sometimes something can kind of get under my skin if it's not put together very well, and I'm just like, well, these channels, why is the camera work so sloppy? So when it comes to that kind of thing, I really try to. I'm very passionate, I guess. I want the art to look good, and so when I'm editing,
Because you're putting your name on it, you know.
Yeah.
People are going to know this is a Cody Richardson edit or film, and that goes a long way for your craft and your portfolio too, right?
I'd like to think so. I think that when I edit something, it's very clear that I edited it. It's there's sort of a signature style I have, and it's not super fancy. I just try to make good, clean edits. And if somebody, you know, if you need like something like matte graphic or something, I really like to think about like how to make that shine without overdoing it and things like that. So I think it'll be a lot of fun to work on that. You know, I love editing almost more than shooting video. Editing is so much fun for me.
Hey, so we just got out of my dad's friend's house, Cody. They were discussing a collaboration, I think. So, yeah. Now we're gonna go pick up Leah and maybe go eat. Yeah, we gotta eat.
So right now I'm kind of in the middle of changing my branding. Everything is going to become Koko Ricky, and if you want to find me in social media, on, you know, Instagram, Facebook, all that, it's the Koko Ricky. Also on YouTube, on Twitter, pretty much all of the major social media platforms, and I've got some online stores with merchandise. So everything is going to be updated. Just check out those social media pages and you can see my work. You can also contact me at thecokoricky@gmail.com.